This customer wants to install a Tesla wall connector in their garage. This wall connector is hooked up with 60 amps. So I'm gonna run 6.2 Romex from the panel box, which is on the other side of the wall over here, over to the location where I'm gonna install the wall connector. And where the wire is gonna be exposed, I'm gonna sleeve it with some 3/4 flex. So I can go up into the back of the unit and up into the panel box. On the panel side, I can see I already have 2 blanks. So I'm gonna put my new breaker here. After I remove a KO in the panel and run my wire in the wall up into the panel box. So I wanna take this knockout out. So I'm gonna pop it up just like that. And then I can grab it with my pliers, take it off. So I figured out where I wanted my wall connector on the stud, and now I'm gonna drill the holes into the wall connector bracket for the screws to hold it to the wall. Then I can mark on my stud where the screw's gonna go, and I can make sure that it's level. Now that I got my screw holes level, I can mount my bracket. Now that I got the bracket mounted, I'm gonna land my flex into the bottom of the connector right here. And I'll run it down, across, and up into the panel. So I figured out exactly where I wanna land flex into the panel, and I'm gonna drill my hole right. So now that I have my hole drilled, I measured my flex. This is just a sleeve. The Romex is gonna keep going in the wall. So now I can break my flex right there, and then I can cut it. Nice. So at the panel side, I'm gonna send my snake down through that KO that I took out, and I'm gonna catch it at that small hole that I drilled on the other side of the wall. So I can see my snake here. I can probably just grab it and then pull it up. So now I can tie my wire and pull it to the panel. So now that I have my wire taped to the end of the snake, I'm gonna go to the other side and pull it back. So now that I have my wire here, I can take off my snake, put a Romex connector, install the breaker. So I measured out how much wire I'm gonna need. I can cut it. I'll push it through the flex. So I'm gonna remove it from the connector. And then I can just sleeve the wire. And then I can reinstall the connector onto the flex. And then I'll push the flex in the wall, pull it back at the panel side, and then strap it nice. I got the flex all strapped up. Now I'm gonna strip the wire and land it to the terminals. So I always strip the wire and then I land it in the terminal. And then Tesla provides you with this Allen to tighten the terminal. And then after the wires are nice and tight, you use this zip tie to hold them nice and snug. I always like to tape the white a different color to clarify that it's a power. Now the Tesla wall connector just slides right on top of the bracket like that. And then there's 2 screws in the top and 2 screws in the bottom to hold it to the bracket that you put in with that same Allen. After getting all 4 screws installed, the cord goes around the wall connector like that, and then you can plug the holster into the side of the unit. I got the Romex connector installed. I landed the ground to the bus bar and both lines to the breaker. Now I can remove the panel blanks, reinstall the cover, and then turn the breaker on. I labeled the breaker. I have a green light showing me that everything's good. In the car, you can see the car's getting 48 amps and it's charging at 40 miles per hour right now. And that's your end result.